Thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for this Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Here we go. 180. 59. Who that?
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's get that. 12.
Out of the gun, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Ready? Mike 58, right there. I got you.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A first down there on a pickup at 25. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing his lock. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. Now a give, right side. Hines. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
We got to step it up. Switch, switch, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try the air now with Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Set. 180. Check. You know it. Ready? Express. Lock 59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. This is Hyde. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Check out. 240. Strong right. Tight go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 29 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Referee. Check out.
Here's Hines. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check 24. Check. He goes to use you. He comes to me.
On 3rd down, Wilkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52 the mic. Are you getting ready?
A shotgun snap for Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Locke. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Option right, it's Locke. And he slides to avoid the hill. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Here's Locke. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On first down, it's Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Love. It's complete to Grant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 10, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. Lott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Go. Go. 8. Check. Big control. Check. 53. I got it.
On first down, it's Newton. Wright's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, Newton. Wilson's got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Mike 58, right there. Hey, I keep these tracks. Let's go. Check 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Shift. Check nickel. Check the backer.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52, come on. Check 52, come on. Go ahead. Here we go. Watch the pass. Ready. Check. 11 feet. 36.
Now Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Newton, now a desperation throw. Deep down. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now it's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Check 53, Mike. Got you, boy.
Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're going. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Luck. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.